Hello everyone, I hope you are well. I was moved to do this for somebody who mentioned they couldn't find a safe place to live or a permanent place to live. So if this is you, this is for you, but it can also be used by anyone else, and we're going to create a safe space in the mind and heart, okay, as well as doing a bit of manifestation, okay, and visualization to realize those safe places for you. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to place my hands over your shoulders, and I'm just going to bring some heavy energy in just to ground you. Starting to feel a little bit heavier. We're not going to necessarily root you because you may still need to find that place. But what I'm going to do is I am going to hold this polychrome jasper pyramid. I'm going to run it down your center line. So I'm holding it above your head now. And I'm just slowly drawing it down your center line. Feel how heavy and weighty this is. Okay, and I'm going to place this just in between your feet. I want you just to breathe out for me. Okay, and now we're just going to use this fan, my grandmother's fan, and we're going to just gently brush this restlessness away from you. And we're also going to do a little bit of karmic work as well, because if this is the case, it may have been that in a past life you were nomadic. And while that suits some people, in today's life, unless you are a herder and you need to move for pastures, it just doesn't really work in today's societies, does it? So we'll do a little bit of karmic debt in a bit and cut some cords if they need cutting. But just agree to have any restlessness brushed out of you with the fan. Okay. Okay. So we're now going to protect. So I want you to imagine a candle flame this colour in the centre of your being. And I want you to glow and grow that flame. Feel it glowing and growing inside you and pushing out anything that can be removed easily to the sides of you, to the front and the back of you, and above and below you. The flame glows, it grows, creating a sphere of firing protective energy around you. Okay. And then breathe out. Now I'm going to get you to hold the yin and yang stones. This is howlite. We're not sure what this is, but my father-in-law spent a long time sanding it. So a lot of love has gone into this. I'm going to get you to hold those. And if at any time you need to swap them over, that is fine. All right. So we've grounded, we've protected. Let's briefly open up the chakras. Okay, so we're going to start at the Muladhara, at the root. Imagine a red glowing light shining out. Okay. Then we're going to move up to the sacral chakra and just imagine an orange light glowing and growing and sparking that chakra into life. And then we shall move up to the solar plexus chakra. And I just want you to imagine a yellow gold glowing orb shining out and opening that energy center. Next, we're going to move up to the heart center, where you find a green and a pink light for the lower and higher hearts, glowing and opening that energy center. Now we will move up to the throat, and a light blue orb shines out, opening your throat. Now up to the third eye, and a deep indigo light shines and opens your third eye at the brow. And finally, the crown on the top of your head, a clear white light shines up, opening your crown chakra. Okay. So I'd like you just to breathe out. And I want you to imagine that I am with you, and we are going to walk towards a doorway. Okay? I'm going to just draw the master symbol above you, the Daikumyo. And I want you to be brave. I'm going to send courage. This is a symbol from the Egyptian Reiki, the double chakra. And I want you to open that door handle. I'm placing a hand on your shoulder. And we're going to walk through that doorway. I'm going to be pretty vague about what we see. You're going to see a house in front of you, or a flat, or an apartment. It might even be something else, a tower, a cave, or just an orb. Okay. And the doorway that is there is open. And we're going to start walking towards it. It's a little way away from us. We're going to walk through beautiful gardens with lots of different trees and flowers. So we're going to use these Ogham. And we have quept, so we have chosen apple to bring lightness and happiness into you. And this is a tree that likes to be near human company. Okay. And it may be in blossom, it may be fruiting, or it may not have its leaves at all. But as you walk underneath its boughs, know that it loves you and that it wants you to be here. Okay, let's pull it up. And we have the Nguyen, we have the ash, so we have Yggdrasil. If you are Norse or heathen, this was Woden's tree. And this is known as one of the world trees, very tall, very straight and slender, and somewhat threatened today. And this may be something for you. If you feel threatened because you haven't got a bolt hole to go to, think or imagine this tree, because there is something called ash dieback. They're not all going to die off. But this has been predominantly the world dominant tree, And sycamore is now taking that place. Okay. And we're going to pull another one. And this one is Col, so this one is Hazel. And this is an action tree. So we're going to draw this into you as well, Col. So this is a tree that many magicians will have their, magicians, witches, druids, pagans, Norse, whatever, will have their wand made out of, because it is a fire tree. It lights a fire in the mind. So we have the Nguyen in the middle. Strength, courage, a lot of tools are made out of ash, including cricket bats. And we have apples, quert, to bring the joy into you. And I'm just holding these in an ahwan to bring the nuefri, the creativity into you for our journey. Okay, so I'm going to lay those down also in the ahwan. And let's walk further through this garden, noticing any flowers, any cacti, any plants that may have a significance. And if you recognize them, then you can look them up later. Just type into the internet, plant, whatever plant name, healing properties, magical properties, some words like that, okay, medicine, whatever. And we're getting closer to this doorway now, to this property. Okay, and we're going to create a safe space in here. So you can use this in your imagination or your psyche or a vision board even to manifest that. And the doorway is open, as I said, and we're going to peer in. I'm right behind you the whole way, sending strength and courage and fortitude. And this room is completely empty. And we're just going to walk in, and we're going to walk into the middle of this room. And I want you just to stand there. I draw the chakra and have a look around and imagine your belongings in here. You may have them with you, and you may want to put them down somewhere. And we're just going to stick with this room. So how about you create a comfortable chair for you to sit in, and it can be any chair you like, nice, squishy, fluffy, an old, worn, comfortable chair, or a brand new piece. And as you think of this, I'm going to hold up this tiger's eye to ground it in, but also for the colour of manifesting. I want you now just to go and sit on this chair. Feel how comfortable it is. Kick your shoes off, cross your legs, slouch on it, whatever you want. It nestles you. It molds around you. Sigh out as you do this. And then look around again. Where would you like to place a coffee table? Imagine it in your mind, manifest it. And then you may want to imagine that you have a vase on that table. And you can stand up and walk back out to that garden or that roadside that we walked down and just pick some of those flowers. they may just materialize in the vase in front of you. I'm just going to do some clearing whilst we manifest. And now look at the bags that you placed somewhere and start pulling out your belongings. Maybe you've got a precious photograph of someone or an ornament or some crystals, cards, whatever you have, even your favourite stuffed toy. I've still got mine from when I was a baby. Place them on the coffee table and sit back down in the chair. And now, as if by magic, a steaming mug of coffee or tea or soup just manifests on the coffee table. There's a coaster over there to put under it. Okay, start sipping that coffee to bring this meditation to ground it into you, okay? And I'm just going to start cutting some cords, cutting ties that are not meant for this life. If it is holding you back from finding your place, maybe you're being too fussy. Behind you now, and this is a kyanite one, so very high vibrational. Okay, and I'm going to draw some symbols called Hosanna. And a double chakra. These are cord cuttings for anything that is stopping you from making a permanent place for yourself. Okay, let's bring our mind back to this room. Now, I want you to put a nice rug on the floor, something nice and comfortable. And then imagine some scatter cushions. And then look at the walls. Do they need something on them? Maybe you have a poster or a picture, or maybe you can just imagine a vibrant piece of artwork. Even a country scene. Okay. Now, I said we weren't going to move on, but I do feel that we need to create a bed space, a sleeping space for you. Please excuse that noise. That was my neighbours putting their recycling out. Okay, so this could be in the same space that you are in, or there could be a doorway leading to another room or to a stairway leading above. Wherever it is you are visualizing, I am right behind you. Feel my hands on your back. I have got you. Breathe out. And let's enter the next room. A gorgeous, fluffy, soft, cushioned bed is waiting for you here. I'm going to hold up this at your throat, this celestite, a very high vibrational stone to work at the crown, third eye and the throat. Just pulling some stuff out of your throat, out of your third eye and out of your crown. Okay. Pull the covers down and just get into it. Your shoes are downstairs and I'm just going to tuck you up. Checking that you're all right. Look around this space. Imagine your hairbrush on the dressing table, your makeup, your cleanser, whatever it is. And then look at the bedside table. If it is not there, manifest it in your mind. Let's put a glass of water on it for you. And I think we need some more flowers to lift the vibration and the energy. And I'm going to set chamomile there. Beautiful daisy type flowers to help you relax. You can brush them in your hands and then breathe that fragrance in and relax. I'm just going to stroke your hair now. Relax, relax. This is your space. This is your sacred space. Your home, little one, your home. Your sanctuary and your peace. I'm just sending healing now into you. I've got my hand on your shoulder and I'm going to move this hand around the aura. And we ask for peace, healing and stability, as well as tranquility. Breathing in the fragrances of the chamomile. And then we're just going to say the Om Mani Padme Hum. If your eyes are closed, I'd like you to look at this. Okay, and it will start there and probably go backwards in the screen. So Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, just to wipe out any of that karma that may be stopping you from finding your place. Om Mani Padme Hum. And I'm going to pop this on your chest, and on the other side we have the eyes of the Buddha watching you, watching over you, and looking after you. And this is from Dharamsala or Tibet, carved by the monks. Okay. Peace, healing and tranquility. Drawing in the Seihei Ki and the Chakras to clear any of this karmic debt. The Honsha Tse Sho, to clear this restlessness, to clear anything that is stopping you from making a home. Okay. And then finally I'm going to draw in that master symbol so that you can gain mastery and find your special place. Okay. Placing my hands on your shoulders. Dream now, little one, dream now. And this place that you have created in your mind and your heart, wish it from your solar plexus. And you can use this meditation, this video, to make extra rooms when you need. You may need a dining room, you may need a garage, you may need a bathroom to have a sumptuous bath with rose petals and essential oils. But I'm going to do one last thing before we leave you here comfortable in bed. I am going to light a candle on the dressing table for you. And I didn't know what this meditation was going to bring, so I haven't prepared a candle, but we've got this light. And as I light it, it creates a warming glow. And just look how the shadows dance on the walls, perhaps making the shapes of your guides, your fairies or your angels, creating that warmth that you need. And this is a safe candle. And when you fall asleep, as you might want to use this video for, the candle will magically turn itself out so that you can sleep without worry. Okay, so as you're lying there, I'm just going to draw these 3 symbols of the trees, these guardian trees for this meditation. I'm going to hold them to the side, but it's going to be Nyun down your central line, channeling the watchful presence of the ash, standing proud as a guardian over you, bringing the energy of Woden in. We're going to go for the quert, the apple, from your crown right down your shoulder to your hand. The quert, to bring in the happiness and the health, as apples do, and the energy of the goddess. And to help you manifest your magic, remember, if you cut an apple across the equator, it creates the 5-pointed star of the pentagram, pentacle, or Venus. And then finally, we have the col, we have the hazel. Hazelnuts bring knowledge and light a fire in the mind and give you the tool to be magical and manifest. So from the crown right the way down your opposite arm to the hand, col, col, hold these, and I'm going to use my pendulum to absorb their magic. And each of these twigs has been harvested by myself from a tree within the areas of Stonehenge and Avebury, or the magical sacred spaces of southern and western England. Absorb, absorb, absorb. The apple has come from Avalon, from Glastonbury. Absorb, absorb, absorb. Okay, now I'm going to hold this over you. Release, release, release. And it's just going to spin, releasing the apple, the ash, and the hazel magic into you for your strength and courage, for your happiness, and for your manifestation. Breathe out, just making space for you to absorb this energy of anything that we didn't manage to get rid of. See how long it's spinning, really. Wanting to give you the best of this medicine from these trees. Okay, slowing down now and coming to a stop. All right. Okay. So, I'm going to leave you sleeping now in this safe space, this sacred space. I'm going to quietly go back to the room that we entered, and I'm going to close the door behind me. Okay? Be still, be happy, and be safe. And I'll see you next time. So I'm just going to walk away. I'm not going to close the door. I'm just going to push it ajar. And know that this place is guarded by your angels, your spirit guides, your family who have passed over, your ancestors, but also those guardians of hazel, ash, and apple. I'm just going to quietly tiptoe down the stairs or across the hallway